Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy if you're new here, and today I am going to do some Gershon dip nails. I tested it out a little bit yesterday and did these, so I'm just going to do these to match and show you how I got that done. I'm going to start with my tips that I've already gotten out, sized and ready. So I'm going to show you how I apply these, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest of them and then come back. Oh, excuse me, this time of year. And then I will come back and we'll get into the process further. But here I've got them sized where it's going to fit me sidewall to sidewall. So I am just going to take, and I am just using some Kiss Mega Hold. If I didn't glue it shut. Here, we're just going to run a small, we don't want too much, but we want enough that it's going to hold it. And let's see if you can see that. It's kind of hard to stay in focus while doing this because I'm so used to just putting it up closer to my face a little bit where I got a little better view. But we're just going to hold that in place for a few seconds. And I always have issues because my nails are funny shaped. They're kind of flat. And most nails are curved, so sometimes I have to go in and put a little dot here or there. Alright, and that'll just hold that down. And sometimes I like to just take and run a small, okay, that came out faster than I was wanting it to. Just a small bead right along that edge just to make sure it's all filled in. Because like I said, sometimes my nails are just funny shaped and they're more flat than the nails. And like here we can see where my nails are really flat. And most tips are nicely curved like so. So it's kind of a struggle sometimes to get nails on. Normally you don't want to force them flat or make them stretch to fit the nail because it can cause lifting, popping off, pressure, stuff like that you don't want. I just have flat fingernails. So sometimes I just kind of have to. But I'm going to go ahead and finish putting these tips on and I'll be right back. Alright, now that we've got these all applied, we are going to go in and we are going to clip these down to the length we want them. So, if you can see, I've got these lined up. I'm going to go just a little bit longer, so when I file and shape, it's going to be a little bit easier. I'm not going to take them too short. So, and there you can see that's just a little bit longer, but not a whole lot. I'm going to be filing and shaping these. So I am going to go ahead and finish cutting the rest of these off, and I will be right back. Alright, now that we got these all cut down, I am going to take my hand file here, and I am just going to clean up the sides, try to get some of that glue cleaned up too. So we're going to go in. It helps if I was more organized some days. So we're just going to go in here like this and just kind of clean this up. I made a mess of glue. I don't know if you can see this really well. This is not an easy thing to do on camera, just so you know. And we're going to... So I always kind of end up with a cricket. And I'm just putting my finger underneath here to kind of hold it steady. I'm horrible at shaping my nails, not gonna lie. So now that we've seen, we filed it down to the right length. I don't like sharp corners. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these, and I'll be right back. Now that we have them all shaped, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand drill, my e-nail file here, and I want to take my sanding bit, my sanding band here, and I'm actually going to replace this one. Is old and kind of questionable looking. So, and I think this is a medium grit. I'm not sure. It came in a bag with them. So I'm just going to put that on. And it just slides right on there. So. And then I'm going to put this in reverse. We're going to push it down. Because I'm doing my left hand, my right hand. And mind you, I'm right-handed, so we're doing all of this on my dominant hand. I'm using my non-dominant hand to do all of the filing and everything. So it takes me a little longer, and I hold the drill funny. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm just going to kiss along here. And all I'm doing is kissing. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. And you'll run your hand around, and you'll feel that once you have it smoothed down, it'll all be level. And that's all I'm trying to do here. And it does not require a lot of pressure. This just has a lot of glue. So I'm trying to clean all that up. I'm just going to clean up all this glue that I dropped down in here too. Because I made a mess. You don't have to put a lot of pressure, just a light touch. And then you'll see me run my finger across here. I'm just making sure that I have it all level. Anywhere I feel that it's not level or maybe a little rough, like here we have like this glue buildup because I made a mess of it, which is not uncommon. There. Now that's all flush. Now what I'm just going to do is just going to kiss this across my skin, across my nail, not my skin. I'm just going across the nail bed. Now I'm not applying any pressure, I'm just barely kissing it. And that is just taking off all of that natural shine to my nail. And then I'm just going to do this all. I want to take all the shine off of the tip. And I'm doing this because I want it all to adhere. And as I found out the hard way, I didn't do this one time. And it didn't stick very well. It just kind of cracked off. And this, we want to have the, and I'm just going to go under here. I made a, when it's filing, you get a little loose stuff, just kind of pop that out. And then that's that. And then you're going to do that on all your nails. So I'm going to get that all done. And I'll be right back. Now that we have that all done, we're just going to dust off all of this dust here. And we can see that all the natural shine is gone. These are all nice and smooth. I'm going to take another cotton pad and some alcohol just to make sure I've gotten all the excess dust up because we don't want any extra. Just like that. And we are using the Gershon set today. So we have the base, activator, top coat, and brush saver. I will be using, I got a set and it came with several colors. They've got these two peach colors. One is DP 255 or 2252 and DP 2244. This is number 103. This beautiful fiery red is DP 2735. This is which one is this? This one's the really light blue. I think this one's the gray. No, this one's just a really pretty light blue. This is R3970. This is this is a purple glitter. This is R3820. Yeah, that one's the gray. Never mind. This is the blue, and it is A112. There's that pretty color there. There's this pretty dark red, and it is R4227. This gorgeous purple, which is number 96. And then the color we will be using today is DP725. And it's this amazing hot pink. I will be using the GH dip in clear. And it is GH001. I have these awesome little containers I got with one of my kiss sets. Well, a couple of kiss sets for dips. And these are amazing for this. So what we're going to start with is I'm going to put some clear in one. About that much. A little more. And then we're going to pour this. Oops. Into the other one. So I'm going to start with doing a base with the clear. And this is going to build it up. And they get a little thick, but they're not like horribly thick or unmanageable. They get a nice apex on them. So and what I've learned from watching other YouTubers is to start kind of at the middle here and just one streak down the center. And what this is doing is this is helping build your apex. And we're going to dip that in and then tap off the excess. And we're going to do this on all of the nails. So my movie's still playing. I forgot to stop it. So I am going to show you real quick. We're going to just dust this off here. And you can't even see. It's so clear. But just lightly wipe off all the excess off your hand there. And then this is really hard because I am so not left-handed. And then I'm just going to bring this up like so. I'm doing about halfway for this dip. And then I'm going to go all the way to the cuticle next. So Oh, let me pause this real quick here. All right. So now I'm just going to dust this one off. I love this, the GH Dips Clear. It is so clear. It is amazing. So, and this is really runny. That is the one thing I'm not real crazy about with the Gershon's liquid. So you got to be extra careful not to like flood anything. And it's like super glue, so the fumes kind of get to my eyes a little bit, but it's all doable. So now I'm going to clean up this mess a little bit. Because wherever this base goes is where your powder is going. So, and then we're going to dip that. Ooh. Not advisable for the way I'm doing it, I can assure you, but you do what you got to do when you're doing it at this angle. So, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and I'll be right back. All right, now that we have our base built for our nails, and don't worry about all of this, because when we're done, we'll file it all out and make it look all pretty. We're going to go in with the pink. We're just going to take a coat. We're going to take it all the way up. Do a full cover. It is so windy here. I am so sorry, guys, if you hear it. It's just horribly windy here today. You just want to be careful not to flood your cuticles. I'm going to slide that in. And tap off as much of the excess as we can. This stuff is really pigmented. It's more like a pigment powder, but it's gorgeous. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do one whole coat of that, and I'll be right back. All right, I've done 2 coats of the pink. So now I'm going to put this again. And you don't use as much as you think you do. I probably spilled more than I actually used because it's a mess. Put the lid back on very carefully because I don't want powder everywhere. Alright, and it's super pigmented, so I will be washing my hands when I'm all done to get all of the pink off. It's everywhere. So, now we're going to go back in and cap these with clear. And this is just to ensure that I don't lose any or as little as possible of the pink pigment when I'm filing. So we're just going to go in. So. And I know these look a little rough, but with some filing and buffing, we'll make them all pretty. So just like before, we're going to go all the way up to the cuticle and go right into the clear, making sure it, oop, no, we're going to spill it too apparently. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll just go ahead and do it now. And I know there's a few spots where it's like gotten on my skin, and I'll take care of that too. So I know I'm not quite in frame right now. I'm trying to see to make sure I get every nook and cranny well covered. And we're just wanting to make sure we get plenty of that clear coat on there. And the best part of this hardens up just like acrylic. I mean, it is like seriously, it gets seriously hard. It is amazing. I like working with the dip. I think I've tried color dip once. I usually just do clear nails and then paint them. So this is kind of new for me, but I think it's really fun. It's fun to play with the colors. There's other stuff I want to try with this stuff. So there'll be more videos to come with dip powder for sure. I'm also learning acrylics, how to work with acrylic with the dip and monomer, or the powder and the monomer. So there will be some videos of that to come as well. But for now, we're going to start with this. All right. So we're going to just dust this off. Like so. And then, there it is. Step 3 is the top coat. I want step 2, activator. Now, the activator is just going to harden this. It's going to cause this to polymerize and get hard. And we want to make sure we get a lot, because we want it to penetrate down. We want to get a good saturation going on the first coat. I love watching it spread out when you first drop it on there. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I know, my nails are lumpy. We'll fix it. I don't care how many times I have tried to do dip. I always end up with one that does the wave. Without fail. Sometimes 2 or 3 of them do it. The best part about this is it's just nails. This stuff comes off. Crap, I just spilled it all over my table. It's okay. This thing is like really full, so it's okay. At least it wasn't the whole bottle. That's pretty full. So we're going to let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I will be right back. Alright, now that they're hardened, they have that telltale click. I'm just going to take my hand file here, and I'm going to do my shaping. And this is just cleaning up the sides. That side's going to need a lot of cleanup. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to file, shape, and buff these, and I will be right back. Now that we have filed, shaped, and buffed, you want to go in with another coat of your activator. Once you've done that, you don't have to go quite as thick as before. We're just doing this to ensure that if anything we have filed down to is going to be set. We don't want mushy nails. I haven't had any problem, but just to be safe. And we don't have to let it sit quite as long as we did before. And we're going to let it set for a little while, and then we're going to wipe off all the excess. It does come with a top coat, but I will not be using the top coat it came with. I will be using the Model 1's top coat and my Beetles gel polish nail lamp. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Okay, now that we've let that set for a few minutes, I'm just going to take my alcohol wipe here and I'm just going to wipe off all the excess. And the reason you do this, especially if you're using the top coat that comes with the kit, this keeps from your brush hardening quicker. I did find sometimes it does still harden, but just pop that into the brush saver and switch out brushes and works just fine. But that's that. Now we're going to get out my lamp here, my top coat. Give it a good shake. Everything is covered in pink powder now. And we're just going to apply that, and the shine on this polish is amazing. I absolutely love it. I did file out a little bit of the color along the sides. It happens. And the reason you want to go in with a clear base and just only 2 coats of your color is it makes it easier to do a color change. All you got to do is file down to those 2 colors, those 2 layers of color. File those off and you can fill in and color whatever other color you want to try. Makes for an easy design change. I just love the shine on this polish. And I'm just putting the clear coat on here. Like I said, I did take out a little bit. It's not a big deal. Once you get this all done, you'll set it. It takes 60 seconds in the lamp. And then you are good to go. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next.